from monsters that lurk in the dark to giant eyeballs with legs.
What the fuck is that?
I will be ranking the entities in Escape the Backrooms. How I will be ranking them is as follows. We'll have a scare factor and a danger factor. They will each score a number out of 10 in both categories, giving them a total of 20 available points. We'll go in order in which we see them during the game. Do note that I'll only be counting the entities that you can find on the wiki, so anything that's not part of the Escape the Backrooms wiki, it will not be counted. Starting off with Bacteria. Lanky and very mungled up looking mess. In terms of how scary it is, it doesn't look overly scary. It's the sound it makes when it chases the player. So for the scare factor, I will give it a 6 out of 10. But how dangerous is Bacteria? Well, like most entities, he is fast. You can outrun him easily, but if you walk into a dead end, then you better be clenching real hard, as he's going to have you. Due to the bottom floor off level 0 being quite open, you will most likely escape him. I will give him a 6 out of 10 on the danger scale, bringing Bacteria's total to a 12 out of 20. Skin Stealer. First off, he looks terrifying and his screech when he sees you is absolutely haunting. He gets a 9 out of 10 on the scare scale. Skin Stealer is extremely dangerous, as if you're playing with friends he can disguise himself as one of them. By the time you realise it's not your friend, you're in a high-speed chase with him. Escaping him is very difficult, especially in the Terror Hotel, as the very tight corridors will help him catch up to you rather quick. The Skin Stealer gets an 8 out of 10 on the danger scale. The total for Skin Stealer is a 17 out of 20. Smiler. The Smiler can only be seen in the dark, so you're unable to see him in the light. As soon as the light goes out, you are greeted to one of the scariest faces you can possibly see. The Smiler gets a 10 out of 10 on the scary scale. In terms of danger, I wouldn't worry too much, as they only get you in the dark. Just don't get caught running around when the lights are out. A 3 out of 10 on the danger scale, giving the Smiler a 13 out of 20 overall. Hounds. They are deformed half-human, half-dog creatures. They don't look overly scary, so for that reason I'll give them a 2 out of 10 on the scare scale. Are they dangerous, you may be asking? Well, yes, but technically no. As long as you have a flashlight, you can just shine it in their eyes and you'll be absolutely fine. If you don't have a flashlight, then you better run fast. They get a 5 out of 10 on the danger scale, so the hounds have a total of 7 out of 20 overall. Death moths. They're basically just oversized moths. They're not really scary at all, but we'll give them 1 point for being huge. 1 out of 10. As long as you stay crouched, you will be absolutely fine, which makes the death moths which makes the death moths not so dangerous. Which makes the death moth Which makes the death moths not so dangerous and not much of a challenge. I'll give them a 2 out of 10 on the danger scale. The whopping total for the death moths is a gigantic number of 3 out of 20. Partygoers. If the creepy music they play isn't scary, then maybe their tentacle faces are. I would say partygoers are the creepiest entities in the Backrooms. I'll give them a 10 out of 10 on the scare scale. What makes the partygoers dangerous is that the moment they spot you and the music stops, they will chase you down. It's very hard to outrun the partygoers, so you better hope you don't get spotted. Make sure to sneak past them and not make too much noise. Partygoers get a 9 out of 10 on the danger scale, making them our top entity at this moment in time with a score of 19 out of 20. The Scratcher. E.T. after a night out with the lads. He isn't overly scary, but he makes up for it in the way he moves. He gets a 5 out of 10 on the scare scale. The Scratcher can be extremely dangerous if you make too much noise and get too close to him, but as long as you stay far away, then he shouldn't prove to be too much of an issue. He gets a 6 out of 10 on the danger scale, which gives him a total of 11 out of 20. Animations. They don't look scary, but the way they knock down doors in the houses to hunt you down is pretty terrifying, so I'll give them a 6 out of 10 on the scare scale. The animations aren't too dangerous, as you can easily escape them, and you also know when they're coming, as the sun will go down and then you've got to hide in one of the houses, so I'll give them a 4 out of 10 on the danger scale. Animations get a total of 10 out of 20. Animated King. A clown with a massive hammer. Pretty scary, right? He gets a 7.5 out of 10 from me. The Animated King is a rather dangerous entity, as he will disappear from the line of sight and will appear behind you at any time. Keeping your eyes on him is the only way to survive his massive hammer coming down on your head. But if we had to say how dangerous he is, I would give him an 8 out of 10, giving him a total of 15.5 out of 20. Wretches. Wretches look scary and kind of like zombies. In the level lights out, they're terrifying as you can't see them, but you can hear them. I'll give them a 9 out of 10 on the scary scale. Wretches are also pretty dangerous, as once they see you, they will hunt you down, and the only way to escape is to lock the door behind you. They get an 8.5 out of 10 on the danger scale, giving them a solid score of 17.5 out of 20. The Thing. It's a massive fish thing with a scary face. 6 out of 10 for scariness. It's only shown in one scene in level 7, and doesn't really try to attack you or kill you at any point, making it the least most dangerous entity in Escape the Backrooms. So just based on that, it's going to get a 0 out of 10 on the danger scale, which gives it a total of 6 out of 20. The Neighbourhood Watch. It looks extremely goofy, and it runs in a very funny animation, so I'd have to give it a 1 out of 10 on the scary scale. On the scary scale. Where it lacks in scariness, it excels in danger. It is very, very fast, and you cannot outrun it. As long as you stay out of its line of sight, you should survive. Probably. The Massive Eyeball gets a 9 out of 10 on the danger scale, giving it a rough middle score of 10 out of 20 in total. Facelings. Finally, we have the Facelings. Why are they called the Facelings? Well, it might be because they have no face. Some carry around chainsaws, making you feel like you're in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I personally find them pretty scary. I'll give them a solid 8 out of 10 on the scary scale. They're also pretty dangerous as they come out of nowhere. They can easily be outran, but once they get the jump on you, that's the end of you. 8 out of 10 on the danger scale. The Facelings have reached a total of 16 out of 20 points. So judging by my very flawed point system, partygoers are apparently the scariest entity. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments. Our least scariest entity is the Death Moths, which, I mean, yeah, makes sense. And everything else is all in between. Want to see more videos like this? Then hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you all next week for another week of slaughter in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. Goodbye.